OpenAI's shift on adult content. Historically, OpenAI's policy towards sexual or erotic material has been conservative. Its usage guidelines have prohibited the generation of sexually explicit or suggestive content, particularly when there's any involvement of minors, non-consensual imagery, or deepfakes. In 2024, the company released a model Spec document that acknowledged it was exploring whether it could responsibly permit NSFW, not safe for work, content, including erotica, in age-appropriate contexts. One important nuance. OpenAI repeatedly stated that while erotica might be under consideration, its aim was not to open the door to full-blown pornography or deepfake sexual content. A spokesperson said, "We have no intention to create AI-generated pornography." In October 2025, OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman announced that the flagship chatbot ChatGPT will, as of December, begin allowing erotica for verified adult users under an age gating system as part of the company's Treat Adult Users Like Adults policy. Altman clarified that this is intended as part of broader user freedom efforts, not simply releasing porn. "We are not the elected moral police of the world," he wrote. The shift signals several things. 1. OpenAI acknowledges that many adult users seek more sophisticated or expressive interactions with AI, including erotic or intimate tones. 2. The company is banking on improved safeguards such as age verification, moderation, and mental health detection to make this manageable. 3. It is responding to competitive pressures. Other AI services are already offering flirtatious or romantic AI companions. Pros: adult choice and autonomy. For consenting adults, being able to interact with AI in more relaxed, expressive ways, including erotic creative writing or intimate conversation, might feel more natural and less constrained. Commercial opportunity. Opening up new usage cases may help monetize services and support the sustainability of high-cost infrastructure. Controlled environment. If executed with strong safeguards such as age verification, identity checks, and monitoring, offering erotic AI in a regulated system could be safer than uncontrolled underground tools. Cons and risks: age verification and access control. Ensuring that only adults use the erotic features is difficult. Minors bypassing age checks remains a major concern. Deepfake and non-consensual abuse. Even if OpenAI bans deepfake nudity, malicious actors may attempt to bypass filters or reuse the model outside official channels. Mental health concerns. There's a risk that highly personalized erotic AI companions could contribute to social isolation, distorted sexual expectations, or addictive dependence. Experts caution that the harm may outweigh the benefit if not managed properly. Societal norms and backlash. Many societies have varying standards around pornography and erotic content. OpenAI's move may provoke regulatory scrutiny or reputational risk. Definition ambiguity. What counts as erotica versus pornography remains vague. OpenAI itself acknowledged, "It depends on your definition of porn." Key policy questions and implementation challenges. How effective will the age gating system be? Verifying adult age or identity securely at scale is difficult, especially considering differences across countries. Will moderation keep pace? Even with filters, users might attempt prompts that skirt or break boundaries, making enforcement challenging. What content is permitted versus forbidden? The nuance between suggestive erotic writing and explicit pornographic depiction must be clearly defined. Liability and regulation. If non-consensual or underage content is generated, who is responsible? The model provider, the user, or the platform? Impact on users. What are the psychological effects of interacting with erotic AI? Could it blur lines between AI companionship and human relationships? Global compliance. Laws around pornography and obscene content differ widely, complicating rollout. Business model transparency. Will features be behind paywalls or premium tiers? How will the company balance risks versus revenue incentives? The exact rollout details, which countries, how the age verification will work, and what forms the erotica will take, text only, images, or video. Whether image or video creation of erotic content will be permitted, since OpenAI has said deepfakes are off limits. How user data and privacy will be managed in adult mode features. The monitoring or metrics OpenAI will use to determine whether the experiment is safe or needs to be adjusted. How competitors and regulators will react. This move by OpenAI is part of a broader trend. AI tools are increasingly entering domains of intimacy, companionship, eroticism, and affective relationships. The companion AI market, including flirtatious or romantic bots, is projected to grow rapidly. Other companies, such as xAI with its chatbot Grok, Replica, and several anime-style AI companions, already offer more liberal adult content. OpenAI appears to be choosing to compete in this space while attempting to maintain credibility and safety. For regulators and civil society actors, this raises important questions. Is the industry prepared to self-regulate adult AI content? What safeguards are effective? How will vulnerable populations be protected? Comparison with other AI companies. Anthropic, Claude, maintains strict prohibitions on sexual content and erotic roleplay. Claude does not allow explicit or suggestive material in any form, citing user safety and misuse risks. xAI, Grok. Elon Musk's xAI has positioned its chatbot as uncensored and allows adult and political content under user responsibility. While Grok permits more open discussions, it does not officially endorse pornography generation. Replica, one of the earliest AI companion apps to include romantic and sexual role-play options. After controversy in 2023, Replica reinstated romantic and NSFW features for consenting adults under paid subscriptions. Character.ai offers user-generated characters, some of which include flirtatious or erotic personalities. The company uses filters but often faces complaints from users about censorship inconsistencies. Meta and Google both maintain strict bans on sexually explicit AI output across their platforms. Google's Gemini and Meta's AI chat tools enforce firm content moderation standards and refuse adult or erotic requests. Compared to these, OpenAI's approach represents a middle path, allowing erotic and adult expression for verified users but keeping pornographic and deepfake content strictly banned. OpenAI's announcement marks a major shift from largely forbidding erotic content to potentially permitting it for verified adults under controlled conditions. The details of implementation, moderation, global compliance, and harm reduction will determine its success or failure. If handled responsibly, it could open new creative and expressive possibilities for adults. If mismanaged, it could intensify problems around non-consensual imagery, minor exposure, and dependency on virtual intimacy. In essence, OpenAI is not simply adding porn. It is navigating the complex boundary of what adult content in AI should look like, how it should be controlled, and how to keep it safe. The upcoming rollout will test whether artificial intelligence can handle adult expression responsibly on a global scale.